Shabbat Shalom. This week's video is sponsored in memory of Teresa Esther Bat Mazal and Rachamim ben Miriam HaKohen Tiyeh Nishmatam B'Tzor HaChaim Began Eden Tiyeh Menuchatam. This week we're going to take out a Sefer Torah and read from Parashat HaChodesh. And that was the first mitzvah commanded to the Jewish people as a nation. HaChodesh Hazeh Lachem Rosh Chodashim. And this idea of what? Of sanctifying the new moon, the new month. See, in Jewish calendar, a month has either 29 or 30 days. And we need to determine how long the month is. So we need two Jews to witness the new moon appearing. They would run to the court, the Beit Din in Jerusalem, and they would say, we saw the new moon. We would verify the testimony. If they proved that they saw it, we would sanctify the month and say, today is day one of the month. And last month was 29 days. But without their testimony, we can't sanctify that month. It's in our hands. What's strange is it's an automatic phenomenon. We can measure and figure out how long the month is going to be. The cycle of the moon was 29.55 days. And our sages knew that. We knew the exact calculation. So why do we need people to tell us when the month is? And without them, we can't start the month. So here, the Torah is teaching us something very profound. And it's about the concept of time in general. You see, the world follows a solar calendar. It comes to the word shana, which means year. The sun is a constant. That's what the word shana means, a constant repetition. It's unchanging. The moon is unique. It waxes and wanes. It actually disappears for 24 hours to reappear again. Therefore, it's called Chodesh, month, which comes from the word Chadash. There's a constant newness, something new that happens every moment. See, you look at the word time itself. Every language has a different word to describe. In English, we say time. In Spanish, we say tiempo. They're just arbitrary words used to describe the movement of time. But in Hebrew, in Lashon HaKodesh, time is called Zman. Now in Hebrew, if you want to understand the concept, you need to understand the word itself. And the word Zman comes from the word lezamen, which means to designate. If I have a Torah scroll, a parchment, and I say, I'm going to designate this parchment to write a Sefer Torah on it. According to those in the Talmud, the Hazmana Miltahi, this parchment now has sanctity, even though I have not yet written one letter. Because I prepared it, I designated it. For what? To write a Torah scroll, a Sefer Torah. The word Zman, lezamen, means to designate, to prepare. Torah is teaching us that time is not something that just passes by. Remember, as a kid, we would get together and say, let's pass the time. Right? Time just goes. Figure out what I'm going to do during that time. But in Judaism, Zman, time, is lezamen, is a designation. We designate time because that time we're actualizing, we're preparing for something. It's not just a continuous flow. But every moment is a preparation because we're preparing for a destination. We're not just passing time. We're designating time and using it to prepare. That's what the first mitzvah the Jewish people got before we can even leave Egypt as a nation. Recognize, you may breathe the same air and stand in the same land as everybody else in the world, but you experience time fundamentally differently. Time doesn't just pass us by. Time is in hazmana. We're preparing for a future. That's the Jewish concept of time. And therefore, the Jews determine when the month starts. It's up to us, because time is in our hands. And what we do with it determines who we are and what we will become. So let's take every moment, make it precious, and recognize that time is something we designate, we prepare, and time is a preparation to reach goals. We're preparing for the future. We're preparing ourselves to become great people and a great nation. Shabbat Shalom.